Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering your questions. So a few days ago I put this. Hey y'all, I'm about to film a YouTube video answering your questions about solo travel. So if you have any questions, drop them here and maybe I'll answer it in the video. My Instagram story, and I gathered a bunch of those questions and I'm going to be answering them for you today. All right, y'all, we have a special guest here with us today, my friend Kylan.
Hey everybody, it's Kylan. How you guys doing?
Yes! Kylan, why are you here today?
I am here to read the questions.
That's right. He's going to be reading off all of the questions for us. So let's get started.
Question number 1. How did you choose your first destination?
Okay, so for me, I always wanted to go to Southeast Asia. I knew a bunch of people that have gone over there, so I kind of had some insider tips and tricks. So for me, I felt really comfortable going to places like Thailand. Also, Indonesia always just caught my eye, and I've researched Indonesia a whole bunch, and I always wanted to go to Bali, so that was definitely at the top of my list. So it was a no-brainer, basically.
Question number 2. How do you take cool travel pictures of yourself when traveling alone?
So I love this question because I always take my own photos. You can look up in my Instagram and I took all of those photos myself, most of them actually. I don't think anyone knows how to take a good photo of me except my best friend, and she doesn't even live near me, so I'm forced to take all of my photos myself. My number 1 tip for taking good travel photos of yourself when traveling solo is this guy. All right, y'all, this is the little guy I was talking about. The video messed up, so that's why I'm inserting this one in. But this is a little selfie button. I use this to take every single photo and all of my YouTube videos. So definitely look it up and get yourself one of these. So aside from that guy, my second biggest tip is to just ask the locals. They're honestly so used to tourists and taking photos of them, and they really don't mind at all, and they're really good at it. So ask the locals to take some photos of you. You can ask other travelers too, because there's so many solo travelers and everyone wants to get that Instagram worthy photo. So don't be afraid to just ask a stranger to take your photo. Another tip is to get a selfie stick. I personally don't have one or don't use one, but you see people all the time with their little selfie sticks taking photos. So no shame, no judgment, get yourself a selfie stick. Oh my God, timer cam, obviously set your phone up, take some photos, 10 seconds, girl, you're good.
Question number 3. How did you make friends when traveling solo?
Okay, this is a good question because this is something I was a little bit afraid of going into traveling. But if you're also afraid, don't be. Making friends when traveling solo is really, really easy. There's tons of other solo travelers that want to make friends just like you do. And for me, I met those people at party hostels and social hostels. These places are so great. They're packed full of travelers. And they even have like little group activities that you can do where people from other hostels or hotels or wherever they're staying can also join in. So you can potentially meet people that are staying at other places too. Also, Tinder.
Question number 4. How do you find activities to do?
Okay, girl, yes, the activities. Oh, for me, I did tons of research before I ever even went on this trip. So I had a bunch of stuff in the back of my mind, but you don't have to do any research at all. You can always just ask the people at the place you're staying at. So the people at the front desk or other travelers like, hey, what are you doing today? And you can just tag along with them. So you're making friends, you're going on a new adventure, something that maybe you never even would have read online.
Question number 5. How do you deal with loneliness?
So this one's a little bit heavy. Loneliness definitely is something that occurs. It doesn't matter if you're staying in a hostel full of people. It doesn't matter if you're staying in a 20-bed dorm. you can get lonely. It's a different surrounding, it's unfamiliar faces. You know, you can get a little bit homesick. So for me, I would just call home. I would FaceTime family and friends, or even just send a text message. And just hearing from, you know, familiar people made me feel a lot better. And also those times that I was feeling really lonely, I would just do things for myself.
Question number 6. How do you communicate with the locals?
Honestly, the places I traveled to, they were really good at speaking English. So I didn't really have any troubles communicating. Some places it was a little bit harder to communicate past like a basic level, but then I would just use Google Translate. I used Google Translate throughout my whole travels because you can use it to read like food labels or signs or anything like that, and it is such a useful tool.
Question number 7. What measures can you take as a solo traveler to stay safe?
This is a really, really important question. So for me, I would say the most important things to stay safe are to download an offline map. I'll insert some good ones here that you can check out, but that's really important so you always know your surroundings. Also, if you have a eerie kind of feeling, trust that feeling and get out of that situation. Your gut knows best. Don't get too drunk if you don't really know the area, because guys, that's just a bad idea. Come on, y'all, don't do it. Luckily for me, I felt safe throughout all of my travels. There was one time that was not so good, but I'll save that for a story time, so be on the lookout for that. Okay guys, that is it. That's all of the questions I have for you today. If there's anything else you want to know, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer it in another video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.